Hi, today I show you some special meteorite. This one here, you see, broken all this inside, sharp edges everywhere. It's by impact. And this is from the moon. How difficult it is to believe. But in the moon, long ago, there were more meteorites hitting the moon, not only big ones, but the small, tiny ones. There were times where those tiny ones, millimeter diameter and smaller, was hitting surface of the moon very often. And also, those little ones, they were traveling with a very high speed. And if they hit the rock, they leave mark, a little. I'll show you what mark they leave here in my meteorite. Yeah, I show you what kind of marks. Oh, you see? You see those marks there in the center? Yeah, marks like that. Small, little bit bigger, but they under millimeter, all of them. And that marks like that, this stone here has got more than 100 marks like this. Oh, here again, see, in the center. And they're very lovely round ones, perfectly round. Perfectly round. They hit in such, speed and with such a force that they leave those marks like that on a hard stone. And you cannot imagine how hard is this stone I was working on. And I did this surface here, this surface, I polish it, but I'm telling you, that's really, really hard stone, very hard. It went probably also heat and also pressure, immense pressure, to get all this break like that and all this join together. Imagine that. But we've got proof that this is from the moon because in that time, it was millions of years ago, you see here too, another one there, one higher. Yeah, lots of, I start counting one with this, you can't count them, over 100. Over 100. Perfectly. And you can turn that stone the other way. Oh, any way you can turn, you find those. And if you have a more magnification, I see it with we see those two there, yeah. And here another one, and here, and those very hard stones there, rocks, and they leave mark on them. They make a perfect hole, like you do with some power tool, Unbelievable. Such a force, those meteorites, tiny ones, but because in the moon there is no atmosphere, so it's a free. There is no friction there. And if it's meteorite going with the speed, nothing is going to stop it or slow it down. Nothing. See, more small ones. Plenty, I can tell you. Sometimes close to each other, plenty because you don't know, you cannot, see, here in this white stone only, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. How many? How many? If you see them, they are perfectly, in the with better instrument, you have to see with more magnification. You can see them there perfectly around, hitting spots. Here, look how many here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, look, it's then smaller and a little bit bigger. Plenty, I'm telling you, over 100. Oh, look here how many. Sometimes less, but sometimes plenty of them together, close. Oh, look here. Look at the little one there. Another one, and another one, and another one. Plenty of them. So these ones are proof only. The only proof we have here that this is coming from the moon. Yeah. And it's beautiful stone. And it's local. If I tell you where I find it, you won't believe that. I found it on the rubbish, rubbish tip. I went there and I was searching. I said to myself, I need a piece of steel for something. And I see, what is that? When I saw it, I left, left speechless because I saw it like that, like this. Oh, I saw it like that. And I said, what is that? I pick it up and I watch it from close distance. And then I realize that it is something special. And some who didn't know what was it, and she found it somewhere, probably throw it there. Yeah. Beautiful stone. Beautiful stone. From the moon, imagine that. Look how many spots. And those meteorites, they are tiny, but they have speed, such a speed. And they are themselves hard, because they are little stones, they're meteorites. And they travel with such speed, I don't know how many kilometers per second they're doing. Faster than those missiles today they have. Unbelievable. And they leave all those marks. Yeah. Okay, sun getting lower and lower and lower. Okay, thank you for watching.